Hello everybody and welcome down to this episode of the Real North Ender podcast with me, your host, Darren Watson. And in today's episode we are talking that win, that first home game win against Leicester City. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get started. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you can tell but from my voice, but I've been screaming and shouting on that town end today. Wow, what a game, ladies and gentlemen, what a game. Preston North End 2, Leicester City 1. Wow, all 3 points in the bag, and what a game it was, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go on and break it down as well. So we start off obviously before the game. So if you had a chance to see it as well, outside of the town end wall the mural has been obviously unveiled now and shown to the public for the first time. An artist, Sean Sharp, has done an absolutely brilliant job. My words just don't describe how good this mural is. It's brilliant, shows the history of Deepdale in full, from the cricket club all the way up to the present day. If you didn't get a chance to see it, and you obviously didn't walk that way, or please go down to Deepdale and have a look at it. But I'm sure every fan who was there today has seen the mural in person, and if not, some pictures online. It is brilliant, and Sean Sharp, if you ever listen to this or come by it somehow, take a bow, because it was absolutely brilliant. It's a breath of fresh air to that part of the ground. I hope that there's many different things around the ground you can do to liven the place up a little bit. So, moving on to the game, ladies and gentlemen, it was brilliant. I was just saying to my dad who would go on the football game with as well, that we looked very good. I don't think there was one person in that squad today that I thought had a bad game. I thought we've all played our part, all played brilliantly, and we look fit. You know, coming back off that game against Barrow in the Cup, I thought, it wasn't good. By no means was it. We weren't really that good. But today, they must have given something to the training ground or a telling off, or that week's training has done us a hell of a lot of good, because we look sharp on the ball. Players were just, the midfield, passing it around really well. Quick 1-2s in that midfield just to get it out of the tight spaces, and then releasing that player down the wing, releasing Thierry Small. It was really good quality from start to finish. And every single player should be proud of himself and how they've actually played today. Again, I know I've given my criticisms to a few players. I know, obviously, captain as well, Whiteman. I know I've obviously criticised him in the past before. Maybe obviously they all live up to the captaincy of Preston North End. But today, he had an absolute blinder of a game. McCann, again, absolute blinder of a game. Had obviously an injury to his head, but still carried on with that bandage on. Absolute warrior. As Majic, brilliant game as well, scored the winner. And Alfie Devine, what a player. Obviously that Leicester keeper for our first goal, Leicester keeper came far too steaming out, didn't he? And I was thinking, what is he doing? But he had obviously his defence there was well with him, but he thought maybe he could get to it before Alfie Devine did. But Alfie Devine just hit it past him, and then it was a brilliant goal. It was from a really tight angle as well, but again, the lad just made it look easy, effortless. It was brilliant. So we go into half-time, 1-0 up. And obviously there's massive different feel to Deepdale when we go, into the game winning. But again, it's just something different as well, obviously, because it's a new season, a fresh start for us as well, especially where we finished last season. I'm nearly getting relegated. It was a very, very difficult time for us last season. But it's like a breath of fresh air now. We go into that game, we're at half-time, at 1-0 up, and then we come out again and we play really well. So it wasn't like we had a bit of a second half jitters. We played really well. We came out of the blocks fast, and we wanted to score more. We wanted to score more, and we should have. We had opportunities. To do it. But again, it just shows, obviously, Leicester, again, they have quality in the side. Let's not take anything away from them. Yes, we beat them 2-1 today, but they had some quality in their side. And they made us, especially in the final, I'd say 10-15 minutes, they were pressing, looking for obviously that second goal to equalise as well. But it wasn't meant to be, was it, ladies and gentlemen? Because as Majic obviously sent Deepdale crazy. Probably the reason why I've lost my voice, to be perfectly honest. Honestly, I was just screaming my head off when Majic scored that second goal. It was brilliant. Honestly, the togetherness as well in the town end, from 0 minutes all the way up until 90, and +6 as well, because we had 6 minutes of injury time. We all got behind the team, and this is what we want. There was no booing. There was no bad words to be said about any player. And long may that live, because it was just brilliant to see Deepdale like that today. It was such a great atmosphere. And this is what happens when we get behind the team, ladies and gentlemen. We get behind the team, the players feel it and they're up for it and they want to play well, because, they've got that passion behind them. They've got us cheering them on. And this is what we should be doing every single game. Every game. And it just proves as well, with the quality that Leicester have got. Yes, they got relegated from the Premier League, but they've still got quality in the side. And they're still tipped for, promotion or getting in that top 6. It's still very, very early days in the Championship season. Potentially they may have a points deduction, but still, the quality in the side that they've got, I can see them being up there, pushing towards the playoff places at the end of the season. But it just goes to show, isn't it? If we do play, every single game like we play today, keep ourselves fit, keep on training hard, and beating these teams like Leicester, like we did today, and then we're going to make it a fortress. Deepdale is going to be a fortress, ladies and gentlemen, and this is what we want. This is what we want. But can we talk about, obviously, how well, Osmaic played? He played really well. Knew enough every single ball, got into the challenges, even trapped back as well to help out the midfield and help out defence, and then attack as a team, attack as one. It was brilliant to see. And obviously, Paul Heckingbottom, Stuart McCall, and all the backroom staff should be proud of all the players, of how the boys played today. It was brilliant. It was a brilliant performance. So we go on now. Next week, we play Ipswich at home again, another home game. Let's have the same atmosphere, the same passion, and let's go out and let's just beat Ipswich as well. Let's beat Ipswich as well, because we'll have 7 points on the board. Draw from QPR, a win against Leicester, and let's go and beat Ipswich as well. Because people were tipping us for relegation this season, and a lot of people were saying to me especially that we would hardly get any points within our first month and a half worth of fixtures. People were already putting us down there thinking, well, you've got a hard game away against QPR, and then you've got the 2 teams that came down from the Premier League. Well, 4 points in the bag already. 4 points. Well, it's good, ladies and gentlemen. It is good, and we have to keep this up. We have to keep this passion, this intensity up, but more importantly, the fitness as well. Yes, throughout the duration of the season, players do get injured, but we've got to make sure that we keep our fitness up, keep sharp, and then just grind out performances like this. Grind out performances like this, because it was brilliant today. The atmosphere were brilliant. The players were brilliant. It was just an all-round great performance from Preston North End Football Club today. From the start to finish, just absolutely brilliant, ladies and gentlemen. And to be honest, I haven't got a bad word to say today. I haven't got a bad word to say or a negative part, because it was all positive. All positive. I think the only negative was obviously my voice tomorrow. And now I'm going to do some more podcasts tomorrow like this. So, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave it there on a positive note. Preston North End beating Leicester City 2-1. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll speak to you again soon. Thank you.